The mission is simple, race Royal Mail. I have sent a postcard second class from a town right in the southern edge of the UK called Lizard, all the way to a caravan park at John O'Groats, right at the top of the UK in Scotland. Average Royal Mail delivery for a postcard is between 2 to 3 days. So it should be easy, right? Too easy. That's why I am throwing in a checklist of things I must do before I get to Scotland. Places to visit, stuff I have to show you, challenges that I must do before I arrive at my final destination. This is not just a travel video. It's a challenge video, sort of, whatever. And I promise you, it's not going to be a good time. Just like every other road trip, something always goes wrong.
Boo! Rubbish!
Okay, most do this, it just gets worse. It's not good.
Not kidding, take a shot.
It is bloody shut.
The gates were still shut at this point, so I don't know how the hell they got into Stonehenge and we couldn't. And the whole thing starts with me putting this postcard in that letterbox. And welcome to this amazing caravan. Let me show you about actually. It's actually pretty nice. We got some plants, we got some beer, a kitchen, gas cooker, everything goes on I think. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, yeah! Not a bad caravan, isn't it? So you might be wondering why I've been showing a caravan around, and that'll become clear towards the end of the video. In the meantime, let's talk about my first challenge. Okay, so challenge might not be the best term, but it's better than shopping list, so here it goes. I got 5 things I have to do on my way up to Scotland. 1. See Stonehenge. Obvious, we're in England, so we have to. 2. Visit Bourton-on-the-Water, the village I first lived in when I came to the UK, with a little extra surprise for you. 3 is a mystery, and I'm not going to tell you about this just yet. Number 4, find the Loch Ness monster. Yup. And number 5, try a traditional Scottish meal. If you know, you know. So with my checklist done, I left Lizard and started making my way to my first stop, Stonehenge.
Your hand forgot to lock the car.
So the first stop in my journey was to visit Stonehenge. Stonehenge is about 5 hours drive away from Lizard in a northeasterly direction that way. And my plan was to get there, show you Stonehenge, tell you all about it. But for some reason, and I do not understand this, I really don't. Stonehenge in the internet, if you Google it, it says it's shut to 5 PM. Start driving. And guess what? Of course we're late. But wait a minute, how are we late? Was it traffic? No. Was there some accident on the road? No. Actually, the road was pretty clean. What ended up happening is that you only allowed to Stonehenge 2 hours before you can go in to Stonehenge. So it shuts at 5, but in reality it just shuts at 3. So even though we made it there before 5, the gates to Stonehenge actually shut at 3. It just makes no sense. It doesn't take 2 hours to see a circle of rocks. No disrespect to the British people, I love you all. Thank you very much. But it's okay. There is a path that goes to the back that you can see it. It's a public path. You can walk there freely. You don't really get to go walk actually in the center of Stonehenge, but you get to see them from a reasonable distance. I was feeling optimistic, but it gets worse. On top of that, there were some people that were camping or living there. I'm not really sure. The whole road up to Stonehenge was filled with camper vans, and they could not give a single shit if we were recording. No one really knows how it's done, but there's some pretty cool stories behind it of what it was used for. There's lots of theories. Fine, whatever. I only had 70 subs at the time, so who really cares about me? So we decided to get a bit closer. It was still raining, but you know, we're still closer. At this point, a tall group loads up with a load of people. They all jump out of the bus, start running towards Stonehenge. Not really running. Obviously, because we're further away in the free path, and they were actually in Stonehenge. They were inside Stonehenge, and we couldn't really show you Stonehenge because just packed with people. And just to emphasize, and I would like to remind you this, the gates were still shut at this point, so I don't know how the hell they got into Stonehenge and we couldn't. Well, I recommend it. As a Colombian YouTuber starting out, when not knowing how to use my equipment, blowing out the microphones, it is revving the engines, hissing it down with rain, not being able to use the equipment, with only 70 subscribers, no. Which is a shame, because I really did a lot of research in this place, filtered out the myths, all the truth, all the legends. I want to share all that with you, the construction, everything. But we'll have to wait. We'll go back another day and make a full video about it. Hopefully the rest of the trip will go smoothly. Bourton-on-the-water. The first place I lived when I came in the UK back in 2015. Now is the first place in this journey where I'm going to put my head down and go to sleep. At this point, I had been driving for around 7 hours from Lizard to Bourton-on-the-Water, and as nice as this pretty little Cotswold town was, it had to wait till tomorrow. Good morning. I have just woken up in Bourton-on-the-Water right now. We decided to stay in Bourton-on-the-Water just because, well, it's the place I used to live when I first came here to the UK. Basically what ended up happening, yesterday when we dropped the letter off at the post box, it said collection was at 9 AM. We dropped it off at around 10 AM. So what that means is that now is around 9:30 AM, which means we have a 23-hour head start on Royal Mail. So to give them a chance and we don't absolutely annihilate them as we're doing right now, we are going to show you guys around Bourton-on-the-Water. But there is this thing that the UK has, and Bourton-on-the-Water is one of those towns that has it, which is really cool, and I want to show you guys along. So, come along, join me on this. Don't get me wrong, Bourton-on-the-Water itself is gorgeous, this beautiful little Cotswold village. They have this amazing church that I walk past every day, the bakery I went to a lot, the high street that runs through the middle of town, and the old war memorial as well in the centre. But that is not what I wanted to show you. For the 3 years I lived here, there was one place I never bothered to check out. And since we were here, I decided to give it a look. This is what I wanted to show you. Yes, the model village. These are found all over England. Versions of whole villages shrunk down so you can walk around in it. The level of detail is honestly amazing. And having lived here for a good chunk of my life, I had no problem finding my way around. For every road, bridge and building, there is a tiny model equivalent here.
You come to the model village, all really cool, very nice detail, pretty cool. And then in the model village, there is a model village of the model village. And a model village of the model village of the model village. In all fairness, when I lived here, everybody said, oh, model village, just like, what's the point, you know? But actually, when you walk in there, I thought it was gonna be like made of like cheap plastic and just wrap. Actually, the house is made out of stone. I actually hit my hand on it, an actual stone. So this proves it's real stone. To be honest, I have no words. I think it was way cooler than I thought it was.
So it was time to get back in the road and start making our way up north to Glasgow. That was the idea anyway.
So, coming from Colombia, there's many places that people know and heard of from England, like the Queen, Big Ben, Manchester, Liverpool, just big cities. But also, surprisingly enough, there's this place that I have heard of, and this place is Blackpool. This place, and we all know it for something that it has, which is called Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It also has a pretty big roller coaster. I haven't really been a roller coaster actually. I kind of really want to go on a roller coaster. There's not really a roller coaster where I live. The letter's probably still in Exeter. It's not going to move till tonight. We're only 4 hours away from our destination. Yeah, I think we're going to Blackpool.
It was only going to add like an hour and a half to the trip, so it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Maybe a bit more because there was a traffic jam.
Oh my god. Bloody hell. Boo! Rubbish!
But it was too late to turn around now.
I don't really know, man. I'm surprised how quiet this is, to be fair. This is the main strip of Blackpool. I understand why, I didn't really know what's going on. There's no trams. I mean, I think it's safe to say it's pretty much like a ghost town. Car parks are empty. The main attractions of Blackpool are shut. Well, they look like they're shut for quite a while. I mean, it doesn't look like many humans been in there yesterday, does it? It just looks a bit like abandoned. So we did like an hour and a half detour to come to do a roller coaster. It is bloody shit. No. So it turns out that Blackpool Pleasure Beach is closed for maintenance. We didn't know that. That is extremely disappointing. I was really going to go on a roller coaster. I'm going to go back to the car now and I'm going to leave you with some video of me on another roller coaster that I definitely did not fake. So I'll see you guys in the car. Woo! Oh, way! Woo! Woo! So with that massive waste of time, adding about 3 hours to the trip, it was only another 3 hours to Glasgow.
Way! Officially in Scotland, baby, yeah!
I'll tell you what, it's a weird thing the moment you start driving into Scotland. Total change of scenery. Fun fact, before we started this journey, we actually had to spend the night in Plymouth before travelling down to Lizard. Now, we had to stay in a nice little place called the Ferry Inn. It was actually pretty nice, but have a guess what was the name of the place we had to stay in Glasgow?
This is where we started, isn't it?
It is where we started indeed.
It looks closed.
Wait a minute. I want a refund if it's shut. F off. That looks shut. Does not look open for the life of me. I'm not kidding. I think it's shut. No one is in there. Nothing. It's all off. The check-in from 3 till 10, but it's shut. Like we're not even like late to be like it's shut. And it's 10, so we're here an hour early. The thing is shut. As you can clearly see, the windows are closed, everything. So now we're just gonna have to rock our Premier and f***ing hope for the life of God they have a room available. That's gonna be a challenge. Can we drive for like 6 hours and a bit now? But well, 2 hours extra traffic jam, so 8 hours driving. Go hotel for our last thing. It'll probably be a double bed, but we might be sharing a bed, Don.
Come on.
I'm not kidding.
No, knock on the door again.
Oh, we got a message. Oh, we might have a message. Is that the one? Be with you in the next few minutes for oh, right, they're coming. Okay, the problem might be solved. Although, it doesn't look that great.
How much was it?
£45. I don't know what we're getting. At this point, we have been driving forever, and getting our heads down for the final stretch tomorrow was all we could think about.
So before we set off, let me show you what £45 a night gets you in Glasgow. Firstly, the main door does not shut properly. You have to actually lock it for it to be shut, because there is no deadbolt. Secondly, the place is haunted.
Like there were sounds, noises all over the place. It almost felt like it was like concrete bits falling down. Woke up, go around, and there was nothing. And we're just like, what is going on here? I don't know, I think the place is not haunted.
And I don't even know what to say about this shit.
Right, now, after you finish enjoying this luxurious adventure, now the bathroom comes.
The plug hole in the sink is straight up broken. The shower comes with a foot bath because it doesn't drain for shit and requires assembly.
They're just there for show, I guess.
And God help you if you're sitting on the toilet thinking you are safe because there is literally no latch. The lock is just for show.
Doesn't even have a place for the lock to come on. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
So if you're taking a shit, anything can happen. Worst bathroom of my life.
You can't drive through the middle of Scotland without hitting the mountains of the Cairngorms, and this was something I had to show you. So we took a quick pit stop at the Ralia Cafe to take in the sights. After driving through the Cairngorms, I have to say, there's been an absolute incredible journey. I live in the south of England, where most is quite flat, and you're actually driving here and you actually get to see the mountains, you actually get to see how it is, you actually get to see, experience the nature, you get to experience stuff you don't experience before. It does not feel real. Though in the UK, I honestly feel like I am in Switzerland, in the Swiss Alps. We just driving past the beautiful pine tree forest, the nice mountains. I just have no words for it, to be honest. I am speechless. Driving through it, even though we've been driving for 3 hours, it feels it's gone so quick because the nature is so nice. You're just driving past it. You just forget the journey. You forget you're in a journey, just so lost in this wonder, and just like you see the random house here and there, and you're just thinking about like how do they live. You really have to be here to experience what it feels like, especially if you live in the south of England and you don't see England for being a nature place to go. Trust me, come to Scotland, come to the Cairngorms, and they will change your mind. If it doesn't change your mind, then I don't know what's wrong with you. And I'm telling you, I still have a good feeling we still have a chance to beat Royal Mail. We still have 2.5 hours to John O'Groat. I don't know what's going to wait us, a postcard or not a postcard. So we've been driving for hours and hours, and our last challenge was in the Cotswolds. After arriving here at Loch Ness, we have to find Nessie, because one thing is that you do, England, you always have to see Stonehenge. The Cotswolds, you have to see a model village, because that is what you do. I am here in Loch Ness, the Stonehenge of Scotland, and I'm here to find Nessie. So we found a spot, parked the car, and just went on a hunt. Yes, you heard right. Just me and my swimming shorts, ready to hunt down the Loch Ness monster. Oh yes, a nice lake, by the way. Yeah, it's big and very wet.
Right, so that's Loch Ness up there. I'm gonna go and find the Loch Ness monster. So, I can't really see what I'm doing. Right, so I'm gonna go into Loch Ness. I'm gonna find it right now. God. Yeah, that's a bit too cold. Right then guys, it's probably 2 degrees out there at the moment. We're roughly half an hour away from John O'Groats. I'm actually getting a bit nervous now. I know we missed a bout and we did Blackpool, which probably we shouldn't have done that. But now, getting here, actually a bit nervous actually if we did beat the letter, we did beat Royal Mail or not. Regardless, looking back in this trip, it's been absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see if I beat Royal Mail. I hope I did. And if not, there will definitely be regrets for Blackpool, 100%. It is bloody cold at the moment. My eyes are starting to tear up because of the wind. My hands are burning. So I am gonna get back in the car, finish this race, and try and beat Royal Mail. We're only half an hour away, so let's bloody go, man. It's cold. Woo! God, we're nearly here. We're nearly here. Oh my word. Is the letter gonna be there? Is it not gonna be there? Don't worry, I know the door does have a letterbox. We did tell the owners of the caravan park. The letter arrived to just put in the map for us. So we kind of had it all set up. So I don't know once we open that door, if there's gonna be a letter there, if there's not gonna be a letter there. I honestly don't know. Right, let's do this, let's find out. God, is it gonna be that? So I was so excited because I thought I won the race against Royal Mail, but I realised that when I walked in and settled in, actually the card, they left it on the table. Shit. Royal Mail, congratulations, you have won the UK race. Well done to you, here's your trophy. All the best for Royal Mail. Now I'm gonna settle in, guys. I will literally catch you in a bit. I'm just gonna sort my stuff out because it's been a long ride and I just wanna settle down for a bit. So I'll catch you in a bit. See you later. You probably realise I'm not the same caravan as the one I'm in Scotland. And that is because I lied to you. So we actually filmed this bit over a year later from when we actually did the actual Royal Mail race. And that's because the outro we did, the original outro, intro, all the narration bits we did were really, really bad. They were awful. So we got this really cheap caravan, Airbnb, quite a good price. And yeah, we decided to redo it again to try give you guys a better video. Sorry. I have settled in now, had a few beers. I'm a bit upset about losing to Royal Mail, to be fair. I definitely think Blackpool was a bad shout. Now, to complete one of my final challenges here at John O'Groats in this journey is to have a Scottish traditional meal called haggis. So it's usually served in a sheep's stomach. It looks something like this. But nowadays they substitute with some synthetic sheep stomach, I guess. And now they basically, this place didn't even bother with any of that. And if you say this is not real haggis, you're probably right. I'm not going to argue against you. You probably know more than I do. This is my first time trying this, so I have no idea what I'm actually eating. I'm going to have it with some Iron Brew, one of Scotland's most unique drinks. They claim it's better than Coke. Nice orange, phosphorescent, very eye-catching. More eye-catching than Coke, to be fair. But is it going to taste better? I don't know. Maybe the truth. It's not the best thing out there. It's a bit like black pudding, but drier. It's very stodgy as well. Probably won't order it again, to be honest. I guess if you're hangover, really need to cause a hangover, you probably would try and have this, but to be honest, it's not great. I don't know what's the flavor of this, to be honest. The more you chew, it just gets worse. Okay, the more you chew this, it just gets worse. It like stays in your mouth. Like, that kind of... It's not good. Iron Brew time. to be fair. That's actually right. So actually that goes well with the haggis because it pretty much kills the flavour of the haggis. The haggis itself is actually quite bad. But the Iron Brew, to be fair to the Scots, I think it's up there with Coke. I'm not going to lie with that. But the haggis, that thing is at the bottom. That thing shouldn't exist anymore. Why even do that?
958 miles, 18 hours of driving, and only one major distraction. We spent the rest of the night drinking a few beers and watching some anime. We earned it. Could have just gone straight home, but we had a sign to see.
So we finally made it to the northern part of the UK. This is as far north as you can go. Apart from the islands you can see in the background, but that will be for another video, can't be bothered with them now. We had a few beers yesterday, celebrating the Royal Mail 1, I guess. And yes, I am a bit knackered, I am a bit exhausted, but I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know if you enjoyed the video, just drop it down in the comments. This is the first time doing this type of video. We really had a lot of fun doing it. It was an absolutely blast of a time, but now we need to head back to Devon, get in the drive, so I'm going to get on with that. And there's one more thing I need to do.